Hey guys, it's Othania here from Create Your Future. So today I'm going to get into the main mistakes that I see people make when it comes to manifesting their SP. And I think that once I discuss what these mistakes are, then you guys would be, they're doing like construction out there and it's like a crazy detour. So, it's a little more traffic than usual going on outside. But before I get into the video, know that Create Your Future is giving out a course, a free course. And if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link for that in the description box below. Also, if you are interested in coaching from me, that link is also in the description box below. So let's get into it. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as well. So the main mistakes that I see you making with your SPs. Let's start with the first mistake because I didn't write anything down. So I'm just going to go naturally from what I'm thinking. The first mistake is, so say you have your SP already in your life. And you guys are communicating, you guys are talking. And say if your SP takes about 5 hours, or not even a specific time limit on it, but they don't respond back to you in a manner that you deem fashionable. So you start to conjure up all these thoughts about what they can be doing. Are they with someone else? Are they still interested in you? What if they found someone else that was more attractive? What if they don't want to talk to you no more? You start coming up with all of these fearful possibilities and scenarios that could play out and go wrong in between that time while you're waiting for your SP to respond and reach out back to you. That is a number one killer of conjuring up the right energy for you and your specific person. You know what I mean? So that period when you're not hearing from your specific person, what are you thinking? Are you getting extremely fearful and thinking that they're out talking to other people? And what if, if you're doing that, then what you're actually doing is choosing that reality. You're choosing that you're choosing the reality to experience what you're conjuring up and creating up here. So it's like you're selecting this. If you keep doing that, every time you SP, when they don't respond to you and you just start getting fearful about what they're doing and things like that, if you keep doing that, that is you creating scenarios that you do not want to create, like third parties. What you want to do is that time period when they're not communicating with you and you guys are not speaking, you want to think loving thoughts. You want to feel like, okay, my person, they're not answering the phone right now, whatever, they can't stop thinking about me and they're going to get right back to me. Or it doesn't matter where they at or who they're around or if they're thinking about me right now and they want to get back to me. You know what, I'm not even worried. Let me just go do something, mind my business, and I guess they'll reach out whenever they get a chance to reach out. You see the difference? You see the difference of the energy of, oh my God, what are they doing? What are they talking about? What's talking to somebody else? You see the difference of the creation of what's behind, the frequency of the thoughts you're emitting. So just imagine yourself that if your SP took a while to reach out back to you after you reached out to them, and you, all those times, no matter what, you still remained in faith all those times. Just imagine the type of outcomes you will have, as opposed to when your SP is not reaching out, now all of a sudden you think the world is over. You know what I mean? Because you got to remember, you're always emitting something and your world is always reflecting whatever it is that's going on in here and whatever you're emitting. So it's just best that when you're not in a communication with your SP, that you're still always remaining in the faithful thinking. Just because your SP didn't respond to you in 2 hours, 3 hours, and they call you back, that doesn't mean, okay, it's time to get fearful again. No, you stay on track and you stay with the faith no matter what's going on. It doesn't matter if they took a vacation to Mexico, they took a vacation anywhere around the world. Your thoughts about them, about you, have to remain in faith in that space between the communications, because what will happen is when you guys do talk, it's going to just keep getting better and better because of what you're creating in between. So that's actually one of the biggest mistakes that I see when it comes to trying to get communication, or when it comes to communication with a specific person, is what are you doing in those times when you're not communicating with your person? Because you got to remember, your inner conversations are always going on with your person. So if you're not verbally communicating with them in the 3D physically, you're still always verbally communicating with them with your inner conversations telepathically. So the other thing is, what is the other thing? Because I didn't write this down, so I'm literally, genuinely, legit going off the top of my head right now. So this is for someone who just met their specific person. They just met their person and they like what they see, they're attracted. You know, they may have a little conversation going on with their specific person. You know, there's something there. But then you start thinking, what if there's somebody else? What if they're dating somebody else? What if they with somebody else? Oh my God, what if they just don't like me? What if your thoughts just snap to the fear about this person before the relationship could have even unfolded? You have already chose the reality to unfold, which is unfavorable to you, because the instant where you met this person, instead of you thinking, you know what, this person's going to be obsessed with me right away, and affirming that right away and sticking to that right away and not wavering from that, you went to, what if this person doesn't like me? What if this doesn't work out? You know, you went there, and then when you seen that reflect back to you, you was like, I knew it. And it's like, no, it's not that you knew it. It's you chose that reality in that moment. You see, choosing a reality is just thinking a constant story. Okay, that's just, that is how simple it is. Just how simple you went from first meeting a specific person. Say you were just out in a restaurant or whatever, you're about to leave, you bump into the specific person out of nowhere. You guys, you know, you're like, wow, I'm attracted to this person. And then you just start thinking the worst outcomes instead of just right away creating the story that is the best story that you can create for yourself and that person. You get what I mean? So the mistake that a lot of you make is, as soon as you meet a person that you like, you start thinking, what if it doesn't work out? No, when you see that person you like right away, oh no, this person's obsessed with me, this is it, this is the one, and it's not going to unfold any other way for me. That's what I did with my SP now. And I can guarantee you, my SP is not going nowhere unless I do not want this connection anymore. And I came a long way to be able to say that, because I'm so sure of who I am, and I am a very secure version of myself than who I used to be. So if you are manifesting a brand new SP, my advice to you is, when you come across that person that you feel that you want to be that romantic person that you want to be with, from the moment you see them, you start affirming that they love you, that they're obsessed with you in the best way, that you have the best relationship. You start affirming right away, and you do not waver. So yeah, those are like the two main mistakes that I see people do with their specific person. They're either with them already, in communication with them already, and they can block and have resistance towards the communication, and then with time they start seeing that the communication is lessening and lessening, because every time when you're not in communication, when you're in those spaces, when you're not communicating, you get into the fearful thoughts. That is you choosing the reality of kind of that fearful reality with your person, because those are the thoughts that you're choosing to think. No one else is putting these thoughts in your head about your person. You're the one that's conjuring up the thoughts, right? Because you're the only consciousness in your reality, and everyone else is just basically kind of following a story that you created for them, especially your romantic specific partners and people that you're close to. So yeah, make sure that if you reach out to your specific person, that doesn't mean get fearful and start checking the 3D and start checking their social media page and start seeing why they didn't text you back, because now you have snapped into a version of yourself that has to have an experience to reflect back that energy and that fearful energy that you're emitting out. I intend that made sense for you to understand. So when your person is not responding to you right away, that's not your job to check the 3D. You know, when we read, you know, Neville and we talk about the law of assumption, when did you ever hear someone say, you know, affirm, think your new thoughts, and then check the 3D? That has never been instruction. You know what I mean? So you always think, no matter what is going on, no matter where SP is, no matter what they're doing, no matter who they're with, no matter who they're around, you're the only person they choose. And that's just what you always think, no matter what, because you're valuable and you're worthy. And when you think from that perspective and that self-concept of yourself, your world will reflect people treating you as such. If you're manifesting a new specific person and you come across that person, right away you should be affirming you are in the best relationship with this person. Right away. They are obsessed with you in the best way, in the most healthy way possible. Affirm that right away. The mistake that I used to do, was think about the worst possible outcomes or scenarios, or brace for impact and wait for something to go wrong. No. When you come across your person, when you are with your person, always have the best thoughts about yourself, most importantly, and about you and your person. So yeah, those are the two the biggest mistakes I see when manifesting SPs, especially when it comes to communication or trying to get a relationship with a new specific person. So yeah, and if you have any questions, comments, or anything you would like me to make a video on, definitely leave the comments in the comment box below. So until next time, guys, bye.